Kubota.
What do you think of this New Holland?
I think this is international pretty much. I don't know why they just don't paint them red. But I don't believe Sam can get into it until maybe Friday and Saturday at the earliest. Right. And we don't need to be messing around in the mud.
No.
Yep. Someone's probably from the extension agency.
Put something in my garden.
Oh yeah, I know, right? But yeah, so we anyway.
First place.
I think he was mine.
But he was. I need you to tell him what you were looking at on the sheet when you were doing it now.
Okay, I'll pull the.
I don't see what they were judging on here. See how this is speckled up and burnt? See how that's gold? Thick stems. Thick. That's the first place right there. This is thin. Feel this. Alright, now feel that leaf right there. A lot thicker.
Yeah.
They got second place. That was that load that come off the North.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But Sam's gonna cut it for me.
Okay.
Hopefully that'll start the drying process. But it's gonna be a week before he can get in there. He might be able to cut it by this Saturday, but it'd be sticky.
Right.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Good. So we're gonna put it on for 26.
Yeah. There'll be some better weather.
Yeah. Welcome back to Jtwes, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry for the little bit of distance between video. It's not that bad. Maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days. I don't know. I hadn't looked. But haven't done a lot except catch a little bit of a cold. That was, I don't even really call it a cold because it's all in my lungs. So I don't know. So I sound a little funny on this video. It's wet. Y'all know it. We know it. We just seen what happened in the mountains, and we got a trip we got to take. Be back Monday, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, probably on the live stream. Which, by the way, this video, the live stream is not going to be Monday night. It's going to be Tuesday, guys. I'm going to try to get this video out Sunday morning. Plow Day, I'll go ahead and say it on this video, and we'll reiterate it on the Tuesday night live, is going to be October 26th. We're going to move it. I just don't think, even if I was to get lucky and be able to cut that Plow Day field by, say, the 4th, it would be so heavy, it'd be real sticky at then. And we don't want that. We want some as good as plowing conditions as we can get. And so I've had at least 14 inches here in the last 3 weeks. Had a low off North Carolina, had this hurricane, and had a couple of thunderstorms that put out 1.5 inches, 2 inches of rain a couple times. So, you know, I've had quite a bit. We just hope and pray that the 26th will be good. It'll be our last shot for the year, so we're putting all the eggs in the basket for the 26th, and hopefully it'll work. Today, Not a lot of tractor stuff to do, but thought we would make a pear cobbler. Lena makes a real wonderful pear cobbler, and we'll go out here and pick a few pears, and then she can peel them. And after she's done peeling them, we'll film a little bit cooking it and eating it and all, and go from there. But still got lots of tractor work to do, but the weather's got to be not just plow day. I got some rye I need to plant. I got some garlic, some onions. And again, we want to plant some things in rye, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do at what I call the watermelon patch field. I don't know if I'm going to cut that or just leave it all winter like it is and cut it and chisel plow it next summer or next spring. Not sure what I'm going to do there because there's a guy that hunts that, and I don't want to mess him up. So it's not that big of a deal. And got to make a final decision whether I'm going to replant the Hastings in the same Hastings patch and take a chance at this fungus, or do we put it in the plow day field and maybe do it there? I don't know. We'll worry about that later. I just finished a introduction to a video that won't be available till probably March. It's a video on which oil is better for my truck, Amsoil or Pennzoil. And to do this and to do it with some knowledge behind it, I'm having to get some help with testing the oil. And I'm hoping to get Lake Speed Jr. to help me with it, and we can discuss it. And I think it's going to be a real good video, especially for you guys that's real curious about oil and their actual properties and get down to parts per million. But anyway, that'll be coming up in about March or so. But thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for hanging around. Had a wonderful revival. That's where we were all week. That's why I hadn't videoed anything. We were just all in on the revival, and we did do a live Monday night of the revival, but it was wonderful. I'd love to see it for the whole nation, whole world, not just the nation, but the world. Sometimes we see our communities, but we got to remember God sees the world, and so the whole world needs it. And but anyway, with that, let's go pick some pears. Got me a little bucket. Lena will go out there with us and we'll pick some pears. You're on a hill. You're a high spot on a hill where water drains.
Yeah.
And it's still squishing.
Yeah, it's still squishy.
Okay, do we decide know which pear tree we're going to get them from? This one?
They're both good.
Unfortunately, there's probably a lot of them good on the ground. You know, boogers is still kind of tight on the branches.
They are.
If I shook this tree, these things would fall like rain, baby. How many do you think we need? Like 3?
Honestly, for a cobbler, I cut up 3 because they're so big.
So if I cut up the rest, we can just throw them in a bag and freeze them?
Yes. Killing them is just...
Well, guys, you see how easy they fall. That one fell just touching the branch. That one fell while I'm just standing here.
Watch your head.
That one fell touching the branch. You know, I would can some, guys, but I've got 40 or 50 quarts canned from year before last or last year. I don't remember which one it was, to be honest with you. One or the other. But I don't want to take you down to that tree, guys, because it's the same way. It's got pears all over it. And so, and the one behind me, I forgot, golly, I just forgot we even had that tree. But it is what it is. And I've actually let the Lord prune these. No, I messed with these trees. I let the Lord prune that, and I ain't touched that one in 5 years. And it actually looks better tree-wise than the ones I quote-unquote pruned. So,
That's the pecan tree right there.
yeah.
Tall and beautiful.
And that's my pecan tree that died, I thought. But then it had a sprout came up, which looks like a pecan tree. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I don't I know it could be the rootstock, but I don't know. It could have been right above the rootstock, so that's why I'm waiting to see what it is, because it does have the leaf of a pecan tree, so I don't know. It could be a hickory tree. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I just cut them in some big chunks. It's okay. Leave a little of the yellow on it. It's fine. You really gonna chew pears into the microphone?
Yeah, so I know how good it is. That's the best time to steal one. You ain't got to work for it. You ain't got to do nothing.
One more, because that'll be enough.
Man, when I get to filming on my own, I'm going to have to learn a lot about framing people, and I'm not the best framer.
So I use about 1 cup of sugar over the pears and about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And add water to it. And I'll mix that up. Just give it a good mix.
So you'll boil that down?
Yeah, I'll boil it down. And you can always add more water, more sugar, or more cinnamon to your taste. Because if you don't want a thick syrup, then add more water. If you want a thinner syrup, add more water. But if you want it thick, then don't add this much water.
But you can boil it down and thin it though, right?
But yeah, it'll just really make your pears very soft. And I cover mine just to get it up to heat quick. And once it really gets boiling good, then I'll take this off so that it can boil down more. But I just put the lid on it first for it'll get up to heat. And that's it. And we'll wait. When those are almost ready, we'll make the cobbler, which is even easier than that.
You know, guys, I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video was the hoedown. Caswell County hoedown. They've been having it now for 25, 30 years, I guess. And it's always good to get out and see some folks that you maybe graduated with and neighbors and stuff. So that's what that was at the beginning of the video. But Leno is going to put it all together now. So I'm going to get the phone from her.
All right. So I've melted 1 stick of butter in the oven for the bottom.
1 stick.
Yes. And you don't mix any of this together except for, of course, this ingredient first. So this is 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of self-rising flour. And I'll just add a cup of milk to it. And there is some rifle sighting in the background. If you hear that, it's just the boys.
Yes, and I've got to get better about not shaking the camera.
Shaking it?
Yeah, I'm doing
No,
that.
it's okay. I'm sure it's not so much that they can't see. So when I just get this in here, my wire whisk is dirty in the dishwasher. I usually like to use a wire whisk. Just get that all mixed in here together.
Did you say that was self-rising flour?
Yes, self-rising, which is why this is so easy. It's self-rising flour, a cup of milk, cup of sugar. I mix the flour and milk together, or the flour and sugar together first, and then just add the milk and mix it all together.
And if somebody wants a recipe, they can just email me and you give it to them.
I will. It's really simple. Oven's on 350.
Unless you want to type it up and I can copy and paste it into the video description.
I'll do that. Because even though I made my own fruit mixture, you can buy you a can of your favorite fruit at the grocery store and use it just exactly the same way, because I've done that when, you know, fruits are out of season. So I've got that in there, and I will just spoon this And this really took like maybe 35, 40 minutes to get to this consistency with boiling it down. I got it up to a boil and then took the lid off and let it boil quite a bit.
Get that syrup in there.
I am. And you just put it right on top. And again, you do not mix this together.
I'm a more fruit than cobbler type person.
Well, I like them both. All right.
What you gonna do with all that good juice?
I'll put some of it in there. I don't think I'll use all of it. And the fruit is mostly soft.
Golly.
It's very sweet. That's why I said I probably wouldn't use all of it.
I'll use it all.
I'll use one and just kind of drizzle it on top.
You ain't gonna hurt nothing.
Well, not everybody likes things super sweet like you do. All right, so that's good enough. So I'll pop this in the oven. It'll probably be about 20 minutes, and I just cook it till it's golden brown on top, and I'll show you that when it's done.
Okay, guys, cobbler time, and it is looking good. Appreciate all y'all staying with us on the video, and Lino making cobbler, and I'm gonna get.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah, it'll be good. Look at that. Oh man.
Well, and Roger is the one who taught me about pear cobbler. I hadn't made one till I made one for him the other day. He had requested it, so.
And you could use apple too.
Yeah, because I
sure.
usually have only made blackberry or peach. But you know, all these pears are in. Did you want some ice cream?
Yeah, I'll get a little bit.
Okay.
It takes Hercules strength to run that thing across.
Here you go.
That ain't no joke. Yeah, I don't want a whole lot.
Okay, here's you a spoon. I'll have some in a little bit too.
All right.
Oh, the
Cobbler before we
Tell
go,
me.
which I don't need the ice cream to tell you how I like it. So I can eat it straight.
It's a good.
Delicious.
Good. And the pears were pretty soft. They weren't mushy mush, but they were soft. I could
yeah.
stick a fork in them.
Cinnamon carries good with them.
Well, good.
And I got to get another fork because this looks like a child fork in my hand.
Oh yeah, you hate when I give you baby spoons.
Yeah, she gives me the baby spoons. I got some special ones we bought that have long handles on them. Because I felt like this when I'm eating with them.
Well, and we've got the kids here to eat cobbler. Say hey, y'all. Wave. Oh yeah, they're eating their chicken.
All right.
They're eating their chicken.
That's the video. Next time around, we may change some oil in the 140 if it's still wet. And we'll work our way back into working some soil when it dries up. So y'all have a good week, a good day. God bless you. God loves you. Plow Day, October 26th. Monday Night Live will be on Tuesday because we'll be coming home Monday. So it'll be on Tuesday. We'll see you.